And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun. Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Adam Humphries deep for Tampa Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. Spins by. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they run with Sims. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Take it at the 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, home in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Man open left side is Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And that's the first mark on the stat sheet for the 4-time first-team All-Pro. How about this? Over 1,000 yards 6 times in his career and just 2 yards away in 2013 of being over 1,500 yards in 4 of his last 5 seasons.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Jameis now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
They'll toss it out to Sims. And an alley to run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make the score 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
Now Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Twisting away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Let me go.
And the drive begins here with Sims. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready. Black 22. Let me go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell sheds him off. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger will throw. And he finds McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
How about that play right there, partner? Not even close to being the quintessential jump ball type of a receiver. He's only 5'10", but how about his willingness to go up for the ball, the power in which he goes up to get it, and just the whole attitude of, this one's mine, I'm taking it.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They got 29 yards that time.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
First down, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Winston now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
From the red zone now, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 25 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The second half starts with a carry by Bell, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Again, it's Bell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
Vernon Hargreaves shows off his excellent instincts and ability to make plays. Knocks another pass away.
First-round pick in 2016, 11th overall, showing why there.
Raised in the game, son of a coach. Dad coaching in the college ranks now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. William Golston in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Jameis now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Jameis now on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now Jameis on second down. His throw incomplete. T.J. Watt, first-round pick a year ago there defensively for Pittsburgh.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jackson. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Stay in there. Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, let's get it Murphy. Drive on the 50. Drive on the 50. Drive on the 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready. Blue ready. Wait up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Winston. He gets it to Humphries. And a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 38. The give is to Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Let's go. Drive on the 50. Drive on the 50. Drive on the 50.
A give to Jones. They showed up a juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Again, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Nice footwork at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
The Bucs want Jones to take this running back job and run with it, literally and figuratively, as he's back there on 1st down. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles